Welcome to my video. So today I'm going to show you how I sell smart AI agent to local businesses for $3,000 to $10,000 upfront. So before I start, I want to talk a little bit about myself. My name is Wencher Khaled. I own a company called Mida Solution. And before selling AI agent to local businesses for that much money, I was a regular student like yourself. I was at College Vanier. I was just a regular student. I didn't have nothing to do with business. I didn't really know business. I was doing how you call it. I was selling um the pyramid scheme thing. I was into that thing, and I never saw a lot of money in my life. So I didn't come from a rich family. I didn't everything I did, I earned it for myself, and it was 2 hours. As you can see, I was just a regular student, just being a regular guy. And one day, I remember I decided to do it November 28, 2023 at Laval. I remember there was this guy, I paid his course, Raymond Abre, a guy in Montreal. I'm from Montreal, by the way. Raymond Abre, and he was basically showing you how to start your business. And I remember one of his main business was teaching people, teaching students how to basically go to medical and university, how to go study in medical, how to have the right grades to go in medical and university. And I remember telling him, hey, by the way, I'm currently at College Vanier. I study, business management. He told me, what? You study what? I told him, I'm studying business because, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be a businessman. And I remember that day he told me, okay, what do you think about your teacher? I mean, they could, blah, blah, blah. No, 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 I'm talking professionally. What do you think about them? Did they have the car that would you like to have a life like them? Do you have, do they have your dream car? Do they have your dream house? He told me, look, I need you to do one thing. Go in the parking of your college and look at the car of the teachers. And if you want to have a car like them in the future, stay. If you don't want, leave. And I was pretty shocked that you tell me that because his main business was actually helping people to go to university. So today after I did as I said. I went to my college parking and I saw all the cars, and there was not even one car that I actually won in the future. And when I was like, shit, I'm doing something wrong. I'm actually learning business from people that never started their own business. So November 23rd, I decided to quit. I wish I could show you the video, but I can't show it on this thing right here. But November 28th, 2023, I decided, hey, I'm gonna leave my job and I'm gonna leave school because I'm a very extreme person. I don't want to do something half. If I'm doing something, I want to do it fully. So I decided to leave my job. I was working as a security, and I was also selling things. So I decided to leave my job and to leave school the same day. And you guys need to keep in mind that during that time I was very broke. That's actually a picture of my account right here. I had $2.68 on my account and close to $2,000 in credit card debt. So I started from nothing. And if we're talking about now, I remember this is when I made my first $10,000. I had close to $3,000 in my checking, $7,000 in my saving, and now I'm making $12,000 a day, $4,000 a day, $3,000 a day, $8,000 a day, and it's doing selling AI to local businesses literally changed my life. So today I'm going to show you how to do the same very, very easily. You guys don't need to know how to code. You guys don't need to be a hacker. You guys don't need to do anything. You guys just need to watch the video, apply as I said, and start selling AI to local businesses. So there's two way. There's the old way of selling, stuff, selling AI, selling marketing services. And being honest with you, I spent close to 2 years in that way, and I make good money with it. But it was very, very, very hard. Every month you felt like you had to run after client. Every day, you had client complaining because they only paying you $1,000, $2,000, right? They and something funny is the cheapest client are going to request as much thing as possible. It's very funny. So there's the old way of doing things, and of course there's the new way of doing things. So let's start with the old way. Always what? I remember when I started my businesses, I was only selling ads and I was selling go high level. So How can you charge 1,000 to $2,000? The old way is very simple. You offer ads, so you offer ads on Facebook ads, right? Then you go do the ads on Canva, and you use CRM as go high level to basically do a couple of automation. So it's very, very simple, very straightforward. The only problem with that method is it's very, very, very commoditized. So what I mean by commoditized, it's you're gonna offer them that, and they're gonna tell you, yes, but I can just find someone on Fiverr to do it for me for $500. They're always gonna talk about the price. So I can find someone cheaper. I can find someone cheaper. Why? Because the service that you're selling is commoditized. You're selling a services. Now everyone can go on YouTube, they can learn how to do ads. Now everyone can go on YouTube, they can learn how to use Go High Level. Go High Level actually give free courses on how to use their own system. So the only reason they would pay you is to save time. And they can always find someone cheaper, right? So this is the problem with that one. You can only sell that services between 1,000 to 2,000 a month. People will not pay you more for that service. And this is not the type of client that I'm looking to get you guys. So this is the old way of doing it. And honestly, I wasted 2 years of my life doing that thing. I wasted 2 years of my life doing that thing. I remember every month I felt like I had to run after client. I felt like I was not working, you know, for my business. I was working in my business. I was actually a slave. I was working so hard because when you have 10, 15, 20 clients paying you $1,000 a month, it's very, very hard to manage. So I decided to go to the new way. I decided to change my business model, and instead of selling a commoditized service, I started selling a whole ecosystem. I started selling a whole ecosystem. So how will you sell the AI system? It's very simple. You are going to sell three things, three packages, and one. You're going to sell lead gen, you're going to sell qualification and booking, and you're going to sell reactivation. So let's start with lead gen. You're going to use Facebook ads, right? You're going to learn everything that you can about Facebook ads to basically bring new lead to the local businesses. Whether we can talk about roofing, we can talk about painting, residential cleaning, whatever residential, whatever, how you call it, whatever local businesses, you can just go on Facebook and get them leads. This isn't the problem. So how are you going to do the Facebook ads? So instead of going to Canva like the old way, what we are going to be using, we are going to be using Agent and 11 Labs to create realistic AI avatar to do the ads for you. Very, very realistic one. As you can see, you couldn't even difference them as between a real person and AI, but I can promise you guys they are AI. So you are going to be using Agent and 11 Labs to create your avatar. So Agent is going to be to choose the avatar, and 11 Labs is going to choose a realistic voice to basically use the thing. I know people talk about other ones, but for you guys to start, this is actually the cheapest one that you can use and still bring great value, still making good videos for your client, for you guys to run ads. And step two, qualification and booking. I want you guys to create AI voices and AI SMS to sell to a client because perfect. We're bringing them leads, but it's not enough, right? It's not enough. I remember when I was doing it the old way, every single month or every single day, I had client tell me, Wensher, the leads aren't qualified, the leads aren't qualified, the leads aren't qualified. And I was saying, okay, why are they not qualified? They couldn't answer me. So I started asking questions. Okay, when do you call the leads? What's a qualified leads for you? And that's when I started saying that, hey, your leads are coming in and they're calling the leads the next day or 3, 4, 5 hours after. What we need a good speed to lead. That this is the reason we're actually, using AI to qualify the leads and book them into an appointment. So the main thing that we need is speed to lead because you have someone on Facebook, you caught their attention. Now they hooked onto you. They fill up your form. They show that they're interested, and you call them 5 hours after. They don't even remember what they were doing 2 hours before, so they will not remember you. And there's so many people there's so many people running ads on Facebook. So we want to make sure that once they fill up the form, we want to make sure that we can call them as fast as possible. So how are we going to do that? We're going to be doing that by creating AI voice for the client and AI system and AI SMS, sorry. So once you do that, what you're going to be using, you're going to use Go High Level to create a couple of automations, such as reminders for appointment, reminders for whatever thing that they will need. So you use AI voice an AI system to basically call the leads as fast as possible, qualify it, and book them to an appointment. And you use Go High Level to use as a CRM, right? You're going to offer that as a CRM of the client, and you are also going to be using Go High Level to basically, use your calendar to book your appointment, to do automation, and it's very, very, very good. And the last thing that you are going to be selling is reactivation. So a lot of the local business owner that you are going to find, one of the objections that will tell you, hey, I'm already doing ads, I don't really need the ads, I don't really need all of that. So you're also going to sell them a reactivation campaign. So what do I mean by reactivation campaign? All local businesses have a old list of lead that they haven't reached out to. Whether because they don't have time, or they don't know how to call them, or they're too lazy to call them. So what you're going to be offering, you're also going to offer them, hey, all those lead that you haven't have time to to follow up with, to contact, we're going to be using AI to basically qualify them and book them into your appointment. That way you are receiving new leads, new qualified leads, without you having to spend more money on ads. So that way you're not wasting your time. So this is another thing that we are going to be using them. And the way we do it is we use a Google Sheet. So we're gonna ask the client, hey, give me a Google Sheet of all the leads that you have that you want me to reach out to. We're going to import them again into the Go High Level. And then we are going to be using AI voice and AI SMS to reach out to those people. Most of you are probably asking yourself, okay, Winter, if I'm using AI voice, why do I also need AI SMS? Because a lot of people don't actually answer to their phone. They only answer by text, right? And could be the opposite. A bunch of people only answer by their phone, not by text. So we want to make sure that we have those two tools to make sure that, we reach out to those people as much as we can, right? So we qualify them, we put them into appointment, then we can also use AI to follow up with them, right? Let's say someone did not answer. Let's say someone did not answer to the AI. We're gonna be using AI also to follow up with them until the answer. So you could sell them AI in every different way. The important thing that we get speed to lead to make sure that once the lead comes in, we can also reach out to them. Another way that you guys can also use AI, another way that you guys can sell the AI, guys don't necessarily have to run ads for them. Most of them are already receiving leads, through Google, or they're already working with another marketing agency. Like I said, we don't want to be commoditized. So what we actually going to do, we are actually going to tell them, hey, another way that you can also use the AI voice and AI SMS, you can just put it on your website or whatever platform that they use, and the AI is going to call them. The AI is going to receive call service. So instead of doing Facebook ads for them, maybe they don't want to run ads. Maybe they already have someone running ads for them. We can tell them, hey, I can also put, not only you're going to have speed to lead, because every time you're going to receive a lead, you are going to call them as fast as possible through text and voice. But we can also put the AI on your website. So that way, every time someone calls you, instead of you, while you're on the job, having to answer, missing calls, missing opportunity, AI can just answer to you. And now it's going to be a no-brainer. The more I'm talking, the more it's a no-brainer. So now you have different multiple way of selling AI. Depending on what niche you go to is going to be different. But this is what makes the difference. Instead of selling ads plus Go High Level, we're actually selling a whole ecosystem for them to make money. They don't have to pay you for ads. They don't have to pay for that. They pay you for a full system that you are going to be managing for them. So earlier, since earlier I've been talking about AI voice, AI SMS, AI voice, but you're probably asking yourself, sure, I have no idea how to do those things. I have no idea how to create AI voice. I have no idea how to create AI SMS. So I prepared something for you guys. What AI platform you guys should use to create those things? Like I said at the beginning of the video, you guys don't need to be coder. You guys don't need to, know a lot about coding and everything, all that stuff. So I prepared three things for you guys. I prepared, Vapi, Retail AI, and Blend AI. So I'm gonna tell you guys why you should use each one of them, and you guys could just choose whatever you like, right? So Vapi, the thing with Vapi is that it's very easy to connect with other two using code or API. Once you know whatever platform you use, only thing I've come in my mind is Go High Level. Uh, I think is Lead Force or whatever. If the thing has an API, it's very very easy and friendly to connect it with that platform. And also, one good thing is it works fast and it can make many calls at once. So, let's say you have a lot of lead coming in. Let's say you have, I don't know, 20 leads coming in. The AI can call the 20 leads at the same time. So you have like 20 different conversations happening at the same time. Though that's something very cool that I like about it. And it also supports many languages and realistic voice. So only thing is you cannot really choose the voice that you want, but the voice that is already on Vapi is already very good and they're pretty realistic, right? And again, it lets you build your own AI voice agent however you want it. So whatever workflow you want to do, whatever way you want to build your AI voice, you can do it. So of course, there's a ton of free videos on YouTube that you can go watch to know how to build one. You don't need to pay anything to know how to build that, full AI, that AI voicing thing. After you have retail AI. So with retail AI, you can also do AI voice and AI SMS in the same system. So that's very, very good because that way you don't have to go to multiple systems and one for AI voice, one for AI SMS, because you can do it in one platform. So this is very good. It's very also easy to set up and you don't have to use any code. So it's very, very, it's a very friendly website. So I like it for that. You can do it pretty easily. Also, it's great for booking calls and follow up and reminders. So sometime with, for example, with Vapi, sometime when you have to book calls, when you have to do that, you have to do flow. You have to do like a couple of automation to make sure, the AI, when it books the call, it doesn't bug. But when you use retail AI, it's actually made to book appointment and to follow up with the lead. So it's something that I very, very much like with retail AI. And it also works well for high volume businesses, like marketing or customer services. So let's say you're working with, let's say, a restaurant. It's very, very good for high volume. So it can handle multiple call at the same time. And the last one is Blend AI. So Blend AI also does, voice plus SMS together. So that's very good. It can handle a huge number of call at once. Like a lot, a huge number of call at once. So if you work, let's say you have a call center, use Blend AI because it can handle a huge number of calls at once. It lets you use your custom voice to match your brand. So one thing that I very much like with Blend AI is you can literally go on 11 labs, right? Choose your voice, choose whatever realistic voice that you want, and use it with Blend AI. So that's something that I very, very much like with Blend AI. And the last thing is it can connect easily with tools like HubSpot or Go High Level. So a lot of local businesses, if they already have a CRM, they will not want to change. And one thing that I very much like with Blend AI is it's very, very easy to connect with whatever CRM that your client is already using. And the last one, the best one, the top secret one, the one that you don't actually have to do shit. You don't have to learn about it. You don't have to learn about that. It's literally the client pays you money. You use that money to pay someone else, and he does the whole system for you. So, what is the name of that thing? You guys can already see it right here. It's Fiverr, guys. The only thing that you guys can literally do, you guys can go on Fiverr, and you guys can literally, you guys go on Fiverr, you guys can write Vapi, and you will have people charging. Look at that, $202 to build your AI voice agent using Vapi Retail. I will create your AI voice 500, 400, $15. It's crazy. 122, you have $800. So guys, let's say you guys charge, I don't know, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, even $10,000. You can just pay someone $500 to do the full AI system for you. So why is it good to use that one? And what I prefer using that one is very, very simple. I prefer using, the Fiverr method because, first of all, it's very easy for you, right? You don't have to do anything. It's literally almost pure profit, right? If the client have any question about the AI system, you can just connect him with the Fiverr guy. You say, hey, it's someone, so you can literally create a Facebook group or a Discord group and say, hey, this is my engineer. He's going to be the one taking care of the project. Any question that you have regarding the AI, just reach out to him in Discord. It's that simple. If you have a lot of time, you can literally go on Fiverr, tell the guy, hey, I have a lot of project. We can work on multiple projects together, but I want you to be my guy. And now, you can negotiate whatever price you want with him. So second thing is it's not gonna be, trial and error. So when you deliver a system, you actually know that the system is going to be very, very well made and very professionally made. So that's another good thing. And it's also very easy. You don't literally have to go watch hundred or thousand of YouTube video to know how to do it. You just pay one guy to do it, then you ask him a bunch of questions, then you know how to do it yourself. One thing, the way I actually start creating AI, I did the exact same thing I told you guys. I went on Fiverr. I hired a guy to do the AI system for me. Then I told him, hey, at the end of the AI system, can you send me a walkthrough video on everything that you've done? He did it, and that way I learned how to do the AI system. So guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching how I'm selling $3 to $10,000 AI system to local businesses. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching my video. If you guys have any question, don't forget to reach out. Take care.